Since I did the last video, we've actually released a beta with most of the recent consist changes, and we've added some extra functionality and slightly changed the way the recent consists work. So I thought it might be worthwhile actually redoing the video. So I'm just going to start by creating an on-the-fly consist, and I'll make it up of a combination of an entered address and another locomotive that actually comes from the roster. Just put the first one in the list there. So as you can see, creating a consist on the fly is no different to what it was before, unlike the previous versions of Engine Driver, it now remembers those as a recent consist. So if I release that pair of locomotives and go to recent consists, those two locomotives are shown there in the first of the recent consists, and I can reselect the two locomotives together by just clicking on that. The other thing that you can see that has changed is that when you actually got a consist, the moment you put two or more locomotives together, two extra buttons now show up, and that's editing the order and facing and editing the lights. The editing the order and facing is the dialogue that you would normally get immediately after adding the second locomotive, so you can get back in there quickly and make changes to it. That option was always available in the menus, but we're just making it available a little more easily at the suggestion of one of the users, and so I can change that second locomotive to be rear facing. And similarly, we've got the edit lights, and so I can drop into there and I can change the way the lights of the locomotives in the consist work. So again, this is always available in the menus, but most people probably didn't know it was there. With this, the first locomotive is always going to follow the function button light. So if it's on, then the lead locomotive is always on. If it's off, the button's off. The lead locomotive is always off. However, the other locos normally would do nothing, so you can actually now change that. So if you want, you can set that to follow the function button. So both of the lights in the locomotives will turn on and off as per the function button setting, or I can change that to off, so it will turn it off immediately and keep it off, and only the lead locomotive will follow the function button. So yeah. The other change that we've made, and that's fairly minor, is the fact that when you rename a consist, and by long clicking on it, I can hop into the edit and I can rename that to, say, my locos. I'll just release it again. When I now select that from the renamed consist that I've got, it actually brings that name through. So yeah, that's it.